Okay, so you know those moments when the culture doesn't just like shift a bit,
Uh-huh.
but it properly shatters. Like not just a hashtag that's gone tomorrow.
No, no, something deeper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a real visceral tremor,
Yeah.
a seismic event, that just rattles everything, every corner of the internet.
Yeah.
And this one, wow. It wasn't just music. It spilled into sports, fashion, even these like
Yeah.
wild geopolitical threats. It felt like a genuine cultural earthquake we all lived through.
Absolutely. And it wasn't just, a rap feud. That feels too simple.
Way too simple.
It went way beyond the diss tracks, the back and forth. It felt more like a complete psychological rupture. Like the entire internet, every feed, every group chat just got sucked into this single shared experience, like a collective dream
Oh,
or maybe nightmare, playing out in real time.
totally. A shared nightmare is maybe closer. You didn't just watch it.
No, you felt it, like deep down,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Oh, absolutely. It hit different. It resonated way more than usual celebrity stuff. So today, look, we're not just going to retrace the timeline.
Nah, that's surface level.
Right. Or just list the diss tracks. We're going
Much
to
deeper. We're diving into the raw energy, pulling apart all those layers, the brand stuff, the power dynamics, the emotion of it all.
And the memory. How collective memory gets twisted and coded. It all got so tangled up between Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
And we all felt it unfolding, right? The gasps, the cheers, the shock. You couldn't escape it.
No way. So our goal now is kind of strip away the obvious, see what was really hiding there. It's not about picking sides.
No, definitely not crowning a winner. That misses the point.
Totally.
The real thing is understanding the ripple effects. What did this earthquake leave behind?
In the culture, yeah, but also like inside us.
Because that's where the real story is, isn't it? It's this fascinating, almost terrifying case study. How fast a narrative can just be completely rewritten.
Instantly.
Yeah, like long-held ideas just shatter. And how our collective memory gets coded, like updated without us even realizing. It's like a massive software update for the culture. Installing itself without asking permission just bypasses everything.
Perfect analogy. And this whole thing, it started as whispers, didn't it? Like faint echoes for years, a decade almost.
Yeah, simmering away before it just exploded.
And those whispers grew into this roar that just shook everything.
Right.
And just when you thought you kind of got it,
It twisted again.
in ways nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming.
Yeah.
From those early subtle jabs to like, Antonio Brown, how did we even get there?
Right. It's wild. This whole tangled web just shows how blurry the lines get between art and life influence. It all just merges.
So yeah, this deep dive is about how the culture got totally reset, not just music, celebrity, public perception, how we even process info now.
Let's do it. Let's unpack it.
Okay, let's go all the way back. Because it really is this like fascinating, almost scary look at influence and how those lines just vanish.
Yeah, let's start with that genesis, the unspoken tension, that pressure cooker situation that was building for what, over a decade?
Easily. From maybe 2013 right up to 2023. But remember before that, when they were actually cool.
I do, yeah. It felt like genuine respect there, maybe even the start of a friendship. Early days, 2011, 2012.
It really felt like they were rising together, didn't it?
Huh.
A shared ascent.
It totally did.
Yeah.
Like Kendrick opening for Drake on the Club Paradise tour in 2012, that felt big.
It was
Hopefully.
a huge moment for both. Drake was massive off Take Care.
And Kendrick just signed, about to explode with Good Kid, M.A. Hate City. It felt like, mutual anticipation.
Exactly. And they collaborated. Kendrick on Poetic Justice. Huge track.
And both on A.P. Rocky's Fine Problems.
Oh,
It looked like a brotherhood, right? A dual reign setting up the future of hip-hop.
it really felt like, okay, the genre's in good hands. They're going to run this together. You saw that synergy.
Yeah.
But even then, even with all that friendliness,
Yeah.
didn't you feel something else? Like underneath?
Well, yeah. That's the fascinating part. Even with real collaboration, public respect, there's always going to be that psychological tension, isn't there?
Always.
That subtle undercurrent. It has to be there when you've got two people at that level, top of their game, both eyeing the same peak.
Oh, absolutely. That unspoken awareness of each other's drive, that ambition to be the one.
Like it creates this competitive coding, like two top athletes, even on the same team, they're always pushing, always watching, needing to be the best.
It's primal, almost.
Yeah.
That need to be number one shapes everything. Every little interaction, every perceived slight.
And it's not always hostile, not at first, but it's constant, A low-level hum, a silent countdown. You're always measuring yourself against the only other person breathing that same air.
Yeah.
And that low-level hum, that subtle tension, it became a deafening siren in August 2013. Control dropped.
Oh, man. Control. That was the shot heard around the world. For real.
Kendrick
Calls out everyone.
Everyone?
And names Drake specifically. Trying to murder my peers. Then immediately tries to walk it back. Friendly competition.
The quick backtrack. Oh, it's just hip-hop. But come on. That was pure brand provocation. Calculated. Disrupt the hierarchy. He threw down a gauntlet nobody expected. Set the tone for the next decade.
And that moment, yeah, it exposed that disconnect hiding there. Drake's immediate reaction, saying Kendrick wasn't murdering me at all in any platform.
Classic defense mechanism, right?
Yeah.
Shrug it off, minimize the threat publicly, act like it didn't land.
But you know it landed.
Oh, for sure.
So from 2013 to like 2022,
Yeah.
this long Cold War era, just subliminals, sneak disses.
Exactly. Drake drops tracks like The Language or that Future remix.
Yeah.
Always sneaking lines in aimed right at Kendrick.
Oh, yeah. And Kendrick, he hits back. That BT Hip Hop Awards cipher. Talk about a sensitive rapper tucked in his pajama clothes.
Everyone knew.
Instantly. No question who that was about.
The culture decoded it immediately. And then King Kunta from To Pimp a Butterfly, remember the Meek Mill stuff? The ghostwriter accusations against Drake.
Yeah, the timing, it felt like the universe was just setting it up. Those King Kunta lines, a rapper with a ghostwriter. What the F happened? The internet immediately went back and was like, oh, that was for Drake.
And that's how fan communities work, right? They're not just listening. They're actively building the narrative, collective detectives, decoding everything.
Constantly searching for clues.
It's like this collective subconscious piecing it together even when the artists deny it. The whispers just got louder and louder with every line, every perceived slight.
Kept both their names constantly linked. Shaped the narrative without a direct clash.
Yeah.
You saw it on Dre's Compton album, too. Kendrick's verses on Dark Side Gone, Deep Water.
People definitely read into those. And The Heart Part 4 in 2017, widely seen as a direct shot, even with the denials. You could just feel the energy pointed in one direction.
This whole period, this Cold War, it shows that psychological dance, doesn't it? High-stakes feuds. It's not just rap, it's a chess match. Plausible deniability.
Total chess match. The denials, the sneak disses. It builds this huge anticipation. Fans are always searching, looking for that next clue.
Yeah.
And that constant hum, that tension, it embeds the potential for conflict deep in the culture's memory.
Kept it alive, simmering just below the surface, even when things seemed quiet. Just building, waiting.
And that subtle emotional investment, it never really left. It was just waiting for a spark. You saw it clear as day on Kendrick's Father Time verse in 2022.
Yeah, where he sounded genuinely confused about Kanye and Drake making up after everything, still processing it years later.
That's not just casual observation, that's lingering emotional investment bleeding into his art. Shows how deep these things run for the artists themselves, their circles, leaves a mark.
So that hum, that decade-long simmer, it finally boiled over. March 2024 became this deafening roar.
Like
that drops. Everything breaks open.
An immediate, defiant statement, supreme individuality, just rejecting the whole big three thing outright.
Blew it up.
Instantly. Asserting his singular claim. A deliberate psychological rupture of that whole hierarchy. And the collateral damage was immediate.
He didn't just shatter the brand. He vaporized it. And yeah, the collateral, J. Cole, drops 7-minute drill trying to respond.
And then, like, days later, pulls it down. Public apology.
It just shows the pressure, right? The intensity of that moment, the cultural weight, the speed of the internet. Too much. A rapid public capitulation.
Tells you everything about the stakes. This wasn't just rap anymore.
No way. This was about your place, your legacy. Who gets the crown? And Cole was like, maybe not this fight. The public reaction was brutal, swift.
Then Drake's responses. Calculated. April 2024. Push-ups. Tailor-made freestyle.
Okay, this was something else. Next level brand games. Using AI voices of Tupac and Snoop Dogg.
Wild.
Not just any artists.
Yeah.
West Coast legends. Cultural forefathers for Kendrick.
Exactly. Direct cultural co-optation.
Yeah.
Weaponizing their legacy, their influence against Kendrick. Trying to use their weight to undermine his foundation.
And then trying to tie Kendrick's response time to Taylor Swift's album release.
That felt strategic. Yeah, but kind of transparent. Trying to make the beef seem less serious. Make Kendrick look less focused.
Diminish him. Like he wasn't prioritizing this huge clash.
And using those AI voices, fascinating. It's manipulating memory, legacy. It's not just lyrics. It's a deep psychological weapon.
Yeah.
Using someone's heroes against them. Risky, cold move.
Messing with history, reverence. And the subtle stuff, too, seeding accusations, like that liking young girls reference from that podcast.
Yeah, hints of a bigger strategy. Psychological warfare, planting doubt long before the big attacks.
Insidious. And then Kendrick unleashes. Euphoria. Felt like a cultural assassination.
A public stripping down of the entire Drake persona, piece by piece. The speed, the directness, it just created this tidal wave online. You felt it everywhere.
Methodical.
Tapped into that collective memory, every flaw, every rumor, every moment of perceived fakeness, brought it all out, weaponized it surgically.
And then 6.16 in L.A., hinting at moles inside OVO.
Yeah.
Drake's own camp.
Oh, that was cold. Planting distrust, paranoia, making Drake question his own people. Brutal strike at the heart of his operation.
And then May 3rd, the earthquake, the day the internet truly broke.
That day was just unreal. Watching it unfold, disbelief.
Yeah. Drake drops, family matters, accuses Kendrick of domestic abuse, says his kid isn't his, but Dave Freeze, Kendrick's partner, heavy, so personal.
Incredibly heavy. And then I swear, like 20 minutes later,
20 minutes.
Kendrick drops Meet the Grams, escalation off the charts, accusing Drake of hiding a second daughter, sexual predation, sex trafficking ring, hinting at his mansion getting raided like Diddy's.
It went to places you just couldn't believe. The branding implications.
Yeah.
Devastating for both. This was scorched earth.
Raw psychological warfare, using the most intimate details for maximum damage, hitting way, way below the belt.
Attacks on family, paternity, secret kids. Then those darker accusations, aimed right at the core of identity, legacy, designed to create deep emotional coding. These weren't just facts anymore. They became feelings, hardwired into how people saw them.
Yes, like a permanent software install in the public view of Drake leaves an indelible mark, maximum impact.
Amen. Not even a full day later. Hours. May 4th.
Didn't even have time to process.
Kendrick drops Not Like Us, that song. It wasn't just viral.
No, it became the anthem, the defining sound of that moment, explicit pedophilia accusations. See, Drake, I hear you like him young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. Shilling.
And the cover art. That satellite shot of Drake's mansion, covered in those red sexual predator map pins.
Unmistakable. Pure visual propaganda, impossible to ignore, sealed the perception visually.
And the colonizer accusation, connecting Drake's whole vibe to exploitation. That hit deep culturally, went way beyond music.
It really did, and the A minor line became a meme, a chant, instantly, everywhere.
Everywhere. Showed how fast a psychological wound, a provocative line gets coded into pop culture, takes on its own life.
Totally. This track, more than any, created that shared feeling, a clear us versus them, leveraged existing anxieties, projected them onto Drake, drew a line in the sand, forced you to pick a side.
Drake's final response, The Heart Part 6, May 5th. His attempt to deny it all, right? Claiming Kendrick's team got fed bad info about his second kid.
Yeah, and you just knew, watching it, it was an uphill battle. The collective memory had already set. The emotional coding was done.
So after all that, the culture gets this hard reset. What came next?
First big thing, Kendrick's pop-out Ken and Friends concert, June 2024.
The pop-out, yeah, iconic. More than a concert. It was victory lap, a coronation.
Yeah.
And on Juneteenth, powerful timing.
Crucial timing, held in Inglewood. He even announced it referencing, not like us, sometimes you gotta pop out in shows, direct callback.
And performed Euphoria with updated lyrics about Drake's Tupac ring. Mic drop. Closing a chapter, starting a new one. Felt like resetting the whole compass.
Totally, and that visual, performing Not Like Us 5 times.
5 times.
With members of different LA street gangs on stage, taking that group photo, arms linked. Powerful unity statement.
Incredible. Solidified his status as the West Coast king like nothing else. Masterclass and brand reset, a message way beyond music.
Then the surprise drop. Kendrick's GNX album, November 2024.
Smart move. Dropped. While the beef buzz was still hot, yeah, but also felt like a clear pivot.
Deliberate shift. The title, GNS, that Buick model, connecting to his roots, his dad, and leaving TDE and Aftermath.
Signaling a new start. Redefining his brand beyond the beef. Evolution, new phase, focus on roots, reinvention.
And the critics mostly hailed it as a victory lap, right? Showed how memory shapes perception, even if some found it maybe a bit heavy-handed.
For many, it solidified his return. Back to the Kendrick they knew.
Yeah, back to that deep lyricism, a palate cleanser after all the hate, a reminder of the artistry, powerful imagery staking his claim.
Still the beef lingered, didn't it? You could feel hints in tracks like, Hey Now, maybe allusions to Drake.
Hard to just switch off, and Reincarnated, sampling Tupac, that whole spiritual grounding thing felt like moving above the chaos.
And Hard P6. Reclaiming his series, maybe subtly hitting back at Drake's track, addressing the TDE breakup too.
Strategic. Closing chapters. And commercially, GNX was massive. Debuted #1, all 12 songs charted Hot 100.
And he had the entire top 5, tied Drake's own record.
Wow, the irony.
That's a clear sign, right? Not just a moment, a real power shift shown right there on the charts.
And then the Grand National Tour, 2025, with SCA, all stadiums, became the highest-grossing hip-hop tour ever. That tour was like a collective memory-making machine itself.
Huge unifying vibe. And the stage design, like you said, a psychological masterpiece. Kendrick's militaristic precision versus SCA's garden, the insects, Anthony the Ant, the butterfly wings.
Incredible interplay, so well thought out, visually stunning. And the performances. Not Like Us, with Serena Williams script walking.
Iconic. Went viral instantly, cemented that emotional victory deep in the culture, became this ritual, pure celebration.
What a ritual. Kendrick opening with Euphoria, lyrics on screen. Lies about me, truth about you. Direct, no hiding.
Right from the jump. Hey Now, with that marching choreography. Power, discipline, control. And reincarnated under that single street lamp. Intimate reflection amidst the spectacle. Beautifully staged. Intentional.
And those remixes, M.A.A.D. City with Anita Baker's Sweet Love. Genius.
And Swimming Pools a cappella, showing insane versatility range.
Showing everything. Man at the Garden with Compton footage, reinforcing roots. SCA's Kill Bill with the Mantis visual. Whoa, intense.
Powerful. And Crybaby, Cocoon to Butterfly. Emotional symbolism everywhere. Storytelling through visuals, every detail mattered.
And the money. Staggering. Broke records, $14.8 million just in Seattle.
Wild numbers. SOS and GNX at #1 and 2 together. And the offstage stuff too. SCA's Not Beauty lip line, tour exclusive.
Smart branding. Her vlogs too made it feel intimate, like you were part of it. Shows how integrated branding and narrative are now, right?
Absolutely. Every element reinforces the experience, cements the artist's place in public memory. Total immersion. You're living in their world.
But then things got really weird, like a thread pulling loose from the whole celebrity tapestry you never expected.
Okay, yeah. This part is wild. Zulkarnain Kwame Nantambu, arrested June 2025, protesting with Palestinian and Sudanese flags during Kendrick's Super Bowl halftime show, chanting, "Free Gaza." Huge security breach.
And that protest, whatever you think of the message, it instantly became part of the Super Bowl's memory, didn't it? Linked forever. Adds this unexpected political layer to an already charged event, shows how individual acts can just rupture a curated moment.
Hijacks it instantly. Becomes part of the psychological coding of the whole thing. Tangled up. And here's the truly bizarre part. Nantambu, same guy Antonio Brown is wanted for allegedly shooting at.
Mind-blowing connection. Seriously, what are the odds?
Right. AB claims Nantambu is a fraud, liar, stalker, criminal, alleges theft, assault attempts, threats, claims self-defense. Fighting for my life.
Wow. Just layers upon layers.
This isn't just AB trying to control his narrative amidst legal trouble. It's with the sheer chaos of information flow now.
Totally. Where one person becomes this lightning rod, pulling totally separate, high-stakes stories, rap beef, global protests, criminal stuff into one confusing public mess. Almost too much to process.
And it speaks volumes about how volatile things are, how past actions, seemingly unrelated, can just resurface and warp current perception.
It's a stark look at the weight of accusations, counter-accusations, how memory becomes a weapon. And what's fascinating is how public memory shifts, right? For a lot of people, AB's drama is now tangled up with this rap beef, even though he was barely involved.
Tangential at best. It warps how we remember it all, shows the power of maybe algorithms, how they connect things, create biases, wanted or not.
Yeah.
It's this constant fight over truth, and sometimes the connections are just chaotic, random.
Moving on from that craziness, Kendrick's Grammy dominance. February 2025.
The Grammys.
Yeah.
7 nominations for diss tracks. Wins 5 for Not Like Us, including Song of the Year, Record of the Year.
Huge. Unprecedented for diss tracks. That was the ultimate industry validation, period. Not just a win, the establishment acknowledging a massive cultural power shift.
Recognizing the impact. His dedication to L.A. And that subtle Canadian tuxedo jab at Drake in his speech. Clear statement, owning the moment.
And the whole Grammy audience chanting the A minor line. That was profound.
You could feel it. Shared emotional resonance right there on the biggest stage.
Showed how that specific provocative line wasn't just niche anymore. It permeated the mainstream, got collectively embraced, symbolized the emotional win for Kendrick, solidified his narrative in the industry's historical memory, undeniable, public acknowledgement of the shift.
Meanwhile, Drake's post-beef moves, his Fighting Irish Freestyle, January 2025. That was him reflecting.
Responding to the immediate fallout, yeah. Taking shots at LeBron James for going to Kendrick's pop-out show, trying to manage optics, address perceived loyalty shifts.
Trying to regain control after such a public hit, reassert himself when the perception was, well, that he'd lost.
Very public attempt to control the narrative, patch up the image, rewrite his chapter, but it's an uphill battle, right, against a collective memory that's already set, already moved on.
Then his album, Some Sexy Songs for You, and Gimme a Hug in February 2025, explicitly downplaying the beef, shifting focus entirely.
The pivot, classic crisis management, and subtly dissing Kendrick's music as too cerebral for partying. Basically, mine's fun, his is too serious.
Yeah, reframing, creating distance, trying to devalue Kendrick's approach for his own fans.
Clear brand strategy. Move past the loss, redirect attention, say, that's not me anymore, let's do this instead.
And finally, that ongoing lawsuit. Drake suing Universal Music Group over Not Like Us, alleging defamation, illegal promotion.
Lawsuit, yes, still going. That really reveals a deep psychological need, doesn't it? To control the narrative, legally reclaim his rep.
Needs that official stamp.
Strong sign of the emotional damage, seeking external legal validation when public perception already shifted so hard.
The court of public opinion ruled long before any actual court could.
Highlights that lingering emotional coding. His attempt to erase or reframe that memory, made too late in the public eye. The feeling, the perception, it's out there, deeply embedded.
So, what does this all mean? Where does it leave us after walking through this massive cultural quake?
Yeah, we felt the tremors, right? From those whispers over a decade ago to all-out lyrical war, and saw the ripples hit music, sports, media, ways nobody predicted.
Totally unpredictable path. We saw how brand, emotion, memory, they don't just sit separately. They weave together this complex web, shapes how we see fame, loyalty, power.
It really isn't just a rap beef. It's this living case study, how culture moves, how narratives get fought over, how influence gets built, torn down, rebuilt, faster than ever now.
Faster than ever. And what it means when the collective consciousness just decides which story sticks, which one gets lost. It's a stark reminder of collective perception's power. How fast the ground can shift under us.
This whole deep dive, it exposes more than just who won. It exposes how fragile celebrity is now, how quickly influence shifts, often beyond anyone's control. It's about which narrative lives, what memory gets etched into history, and what just fades away.
What gets remembered? And maybe more critical, what gets dismissed, erased. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Like, what else are we scrolling past every day? What other simple bit of entertainment or news or whatever is actually reflecting these deeper power struggles? This emotional coding hiding right there in plain sight, just waiting.
Definitely something to chew on. What are we missing every single day?
Something to think about until next time. This episode is powered by NEONKORE Media for stories they said were too real to tell.